Good morning, Brandon, and welcome to the International Training and Research Center. I'm Coach Lou Marquez for the ITRC. Thanks for coming out today with your group. As we get started today, we've done already CATs and got some really good numbers for the physical game. Timing was really good. Control of breakpoint down lane was really good. Fairly good within the window of your average. But one of the areas that we want to strengthen up is definitely that control down lane. So what I like, just observing, just kind of looking at what controls those directions. Sometimes it's arm swing or approach in the physical game. So I think, and also release. So that was one of the concerns that you had, I think, release, right?
Yep.
Working on that. So let's take a look at your physical game here on video. 5-step approach, small first step in the start. Okay, small, very small first step. Out fairly straight, crossing over on the second step. Okay. What I'd be mindful of is making sure that we don't overcross at times, because sometimes that can create an over redirection. Sometimes, because we're actually trying to, it's almost like waddling over a tightrope. So you fall off the other side if it was just trying to walk on it. So what we want to do is just cover it up. So if anything, be mindful of how much you walk. Try to get that heel to be more in front. With a slight diagonal angle there. Okay. And you kind of have it, but want to make sure to emphasize
fine tune it.
Yeah, just fine tune it a little bit. Straight back, very tight to the your core. I like that. Ball is underneath your head. Really good position. Leading with the left arm right now. Ball comes in behind your head. Okay. Hands on the inside, which is good. Then you're just going to redirect it. You're going to turn it back in, stay on top of it, but you're still on the inside. That's important. Okay. Now, as you come through, you're coming back down, and you're coming through the shot. One of the concerns that I have is what's going on with your direction is this guy right here, believe it or not. So when we talk about redirection, a lot of times that can be the contributing factor. Okay, so what happens with your hand as you come out through the ball, your hand is behind it, but you're slightly on the side of it, which is good. Thumb is coming out, coming through it, okay? And you're following it up through it. Okay. Now, why I say the shoulder, controlling the shoulder, is that a lot of times that movement right there, see how much it moved back?
Yeah.
Almost like a whip coming through. That, because your hand is in the ball, is a redirection. Okay, so we got to be very, very careful. That can sometimes come out as your release. Being it's not in the same spot, or it's kind of flawed, or it's being redirected, because the motion, this motion of the left shoulder, actually is a force, and that force is redirecting the right shoulder. It's kind of like opposite functional movement. Okay, so we got this part here moving back, and it's actually rotating the core and the torso, but the torso is attached to your shoulder, which now gets redirected here at the bottom. So at the bottom, you may feel like, hey, my release is, it comes around the side, or come up the back, or doing something funky. It's not the same every time. This guy that's contributing.
So what do we do to correct that?
So we have to kind of stabilize it. So what we're looking for now, I'm going to actually bring up a different video. I'm going to go to here. This video here on the side, we can see it more clearly where that left shoulder needs to be. So as you lead with the left shoulder, what we're looking for is that this left shoulder stays stable and kind of stops right there. Let the right shoulder come through, and don't allow that left shoulder to get back. Because at the release point, look how far back it is now.
Sure.
So as this is pulling back, this is pulling with an exerted force, even though your hand is in it, it's a redirection. Okay? So if we keep it quiet, lead with the left arm, use the thumb to stay down as you're leading with it, and then slowly bring it to the side and then stop. So what we're looking for is that shoulders kind of be square to the line, but you're looking for this to be even to whatever trajectory you're creating. So whether it's slightly left or right, you just want to be perpendicular to it. Okay? We don't want to be over rotated at it. Okay? So that's what we're looking for there. All right? So we're going to use that. Focus on that area right there. Okay? Let's take a look at the rest of it real quick. Let me go back to the other video. Take a look at it from the back view. Yeah, fairly consistent. Head, you got a good swing slot going right through. Hands in good position. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily change your release. You're right behind it. This is where the tour players are at. They're right in that same window.
All right.
They're in that low rotation angle. Now, do you hook it enough or not enough? I mean, how do you feel?
I feel like I could hook it more.
You feel like you can hook it more?
Yeah. I mean, so, and it could be the house that I'm at, but one of my concerns is sometimes I lose reaction.
Okay.
But
These are just your balls just, kind of just burning up? Is that what it feels like?
it could be, yeah.
Does it make the turn and not finish?
It depends on the pair, honestly. Sometimes it doesn't make the turn. Sometimes it kind of slides and it doesn't want to make it back.
Okay. I mean, you can open up this angle a little bit, change the rotation, but I would work on changing it through the back of the ball. Not going around the side, but more of just
up the back.
Not up the back, just rotating it. So what I would do is focus on where your thumb is towards your trajectory, and then take your fingers from behind, and then as you come through, rotate them through around. So it's almost like turning a doorknob. So if my hand was a doorknob, you're trying to do that. You're trying to keep the thumb straight, always facing the door as you rotate your fingers around. And that's going to help you create that slightly higher axis of rotation. It'll probably change the torque a little bit, but it's going to give you more back end shape. Okay? But definitely want